Good evening and welcome to the Plastic Crap Podcast, Season 4, Episode 30.
No, it's not. It's 31.
Well, why does it say 30 on last week?
Because it was episode 30 last week. That's why it says 30.
29 it said last week.
It said 30 last week.
It said 30 because we have
commented about it. Good start, Ken. Good start.
Right. You know, it's not even 1 minute past 8 in the professionalism and the slick oiled machine. It's just
that's what I come here for. I like to think that's what people come for, the professional attitude towards it. That's what we're known for.
So episode 31, £75 challenge. I will rename it after this. What a bell ring. It's been a long weekend and I wish I was back at work. It's been one of those weekends. Just thank you everybody who's watching on the catch up /replay. We appreciate your views and excuse me. And let's just have a quick looky in the chat and say hello to a few people. Oh my God. Yorkshire Dragoon was the first this evening. And good evening. We've got Brickasicky.
Sicky. Put your teeth in, mate.
Oh, what's going on? Shakers. Goes and Spruce, friends of General Haig. John's in the house, Roe Tuper. Daniel's in, Mini Agnostic, Duke Wellington, Mark Forsyth, Storm of Steel, Digger Down Under Wargaming. I didn't mean to put the Australian accent
Why
on there.
did you put the Australian accent?
Why?
Oh!
What are you
Very
on
sorry.
tonight? Jeez.
We're very sorry.
We can only apologise.
I want to say Gwen. Is that right? Am I pronouncing that right?
Gwendor.
Gwendor. There you go. Hey, welcome. Nick Games. David Baker. Joseph's in the house. Oh, God, what's going on? Let's talk about alcoholic beverages. Is this real fruit, Ken, or a 3D print? It's a real one.
It's not it's not as defined as 3D print.
Yeah. It's not quite managed to come out properly out the mould. So
it's a bit of flash on there.
Yeah, Lee, Matt.
Needs a bit of pen work around it.
Yeah. Robin Benjamin's in the house, Lionheart. Who else? Walkabout Games, Old School FRP, and that's it. I've caught up. Brilliant.
Mark wants to know if you're a little quiet. He's not. He probably is because when he joined the stream earlier, he nearly blew my eardrums out. I told him to turn his mic down.
Right, try that. That might be a bit better. Okay. See that? I just give up. Right. Okay. This week. What are you?
I like the way you just completely abandoned any sense of.
Yeah. What's this? Yeah. Just it's only 3D if it's from the printing region of France. Otherwise, it's only in print.
That's very good, Alex. Well done.
Of course, we are sponsored by Boards and Swords, aren't we, Ken?
Yeah. Yeah, head over to Boards and Swords Hobbies with the code PCP5. It's still that, I believe it is.
Of course, you remember that because it's for money off.
Yeah, it
remembers that.
It's true. Additional 5% discount on top of all their already discounted items. There you go. Make sure you help them out. It helps. Right. What we've been up to this week? Start with me. Why not? I took a gash out of my leg. That was great. Well, my wife took a gash out of my leg with a cupboard, but yeah, that was exciting.
With a cupboard.
What else did I do? Yeah, with a cupboard. It dropped. Yeah, it wasn't good. I've been sorting out my utility room. It's been good. Did I even upload my frigging pictures for myself? But I didn't.
And then he wanted himself to go first as well.
What a prat! I didn't even upload my picture.
How's it going today, then, Ken?
Oh, it's absolutely shite. Right, let's go to Martin. You go first, Martin.
All right, then. I've had a bloody good week. Bloody good week. Of course I have. It's been good. So, on top of the fact that lots of orders are still coming in for Ragged Staff, which is ace. So thank you very much for everyone that's ordered. Although I am really annoying the post office now. The woman in there, she saw me in the queue and she took her break on purpose. I swear to God. But all the labels.
Why don't you get the collection? Why don't you do the collection?
Because if I do it through Etsy and I can do everything here, I can just scan the labels and then it goes through, and it takes no time at all. So sort of 6 and 2 frees. Plus, it means that at work I could take a break and walk past a really nice coffee shop to get to the post office. So that was cool. And there was a beer festival in the cathedral. That was even better. But there was some wargaming as well. So start of the week, I had a game against young Robin for our Crusades. It's the start of our narrative campaign. For which we've actually got a little campaign system. So here's a little look at our little map, which I've done for the first phase of the campaign with our chits to move around, cool. Which I did in Incarnate, and swore a lot that if you want to use the road, you have to pay, you have to get the subscription. So I put it into, if you want to use the road legend on there, you have to that's comes with a subscription. So I just put it into paint and just
drew a road on it,
drew a line. So that was I'm not going to I won't sort of spoil anything, but basically our first game, which should hopefully be up at the weekend, was very cool. It's a bit of a it's the Crusaders attacking a village. But in the video, we sort of do a full explanation of how the campaign system works. So it's kind of like it's like a campaign explanation and small battle report, because the explanation and the sort of run through of the rules we're using and how we set it up takes about 20 minutes, and then the battle report's about 40 minutes afterwards.
Oh, nice.
But it is just sort of a main view of the game where everything started kicking off right at the edge of town.
What rules did you use for this, mine?
Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar. We've done very similar to the Wars of the Roses. We've sort of adapted the army list, so those will be available as well for download, and people can have a look at them. So the Crusader list is like 3 pages long, and the Seljuk list is like 1. Because we're trying to do with the Crusaders is there are so many. Well, obviously, it's so many nations and so many things to take in, and allies and that. It's quite expansive. So that was good fun. We also created our own. We have a character generation system for creating our own sort of non-historical commanders with some advantages and disadvantages.
Nice.
So you could have someone, for example, who's like really good in combat but's got a disease. So he might not even make it to the battlefield. So that was the first game of the week, and then at Haley's sort of suggestion, so why don't you have another game during the week? So I played young Miller. There's some pike and shot. He wanted his own back, so we set up a big 8 foot. Well, I'll say big for my standards, 8 foot table. And I just had a good old ruckus between Parliament and the King. So it's just some photos from that. So a bit of cavalry action on the flanks. This was quite fun. There was a sort of a small holding in the middle with his dragoons in it and my pikemen trying to get him out. So that was quite fun. Sort of on one side of the board. And then just because I like this photo a lot, and I hope Dom likes this, there was a big old pusher pike in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Just kicking off around a chapel on the other side of the board with plenty of action. So got that one as well. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Lots of games, nice. Which I really enjoyed. And this Friday, I've got the next Rangers of Shadow Deep one. So still going to see if I could do it as appallingly bad. Although I'm still trying to decide whether or not to actively participate or whether I should just control the monsters in it. There seems to be like half the people who watch the video say no, you should come back and see if you can get another person killed, because with the way the game works, the more ranges you have, the harder the game gets. So if I'm not in it, it'll make it slightly easier than last time.
Oh, okay. So
if I'm in it, unless I'm not in it, and still make them play it on the hard version, which would be slightly brutal. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. So yeah,
you should definitely come in as a zombie.
I think technically we're all followers of Robin's little apprentice person. He was clearly the hero of that.
He definitely needs an upgrade.
Roger the Tavern Boy was definitely the hero of the game.
Definitely was.
It definitely wasn't me. Berwin and loyal Percy they did not last long. I didn't even make it out. I didn't even make it out the tutorial mission, the training stage of the game, the one that like gives you the instructions on what to do.
You would have done far better if you changed dice. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you would have done.
Yeah. But
that's cool, man. You had a good week.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good week, and got a good week ahead. So yeah,
excellent. Finally found the channel. Yay! Thanks for joining.
Is that because you're putting in Wargamer 3D or 3D maybe Wargamer? Or
just type Plastic Crack Podcast, it comes up. It comes up. So yeah, I've actually uploaded my picture this time. So obviously it wouldn't be me if I didn't 3D print stuff. So these are some Polish Napoleonics that I've printed, and I think they're very nice. The figures themselves. Basically, the battalion you can make each figure is individual. And the other thing I like about these, I haven't got it on this 6, but they hold the rifles. Nice. Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? The rifle is the musket is held in the other arm as well, so you can have left or right-handed musketry, which is really smart because you normally only see it in that one left-handed size pose, don't you? So it's in both arms, which I thought was nice, and also facing forward and facing back as well. But they're really nice. Really enjoyed painting them. I did that with there's no washes on there. That's just a Xenophil.
Really nice.
Yeah, I was really happy with them. More so now, I've decided to get some British files now and actually do a British Napoleonic army as my next chapter. So that was that.
Back on the Napoleonics again.
Yeah, Naps. Yes, it's well in there. I also managed to have a game with Liam last Tuesday, which was really nice. His first war game in he's never played a like historical like non-World War II war game, but we played some Lion Rampant 2nd edition, and he really liked it. To get back into it, something quick.
Martin's favourite. That.
Oh, he fucking loves it, doesn't he? I love it.
Yeah, he loves it.
I love Lion Rampant.
So yeah, we played some of that. Played some board games as well, but I'm should be tomorrow going around this again. I don't know what we're playing tomorrow. I don't know if it's a war game or we're doing board games. Can't remember. But yeah, that's been my week.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Good to see you back gaming again. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, it's good to do some game. Oh yeah, Christ! And then before that, I went up the club, didn't I?
Yeah, he did. Everyone wondered who you were. They thought a new member had joined.
Yeah, I was at the club with you as well on the Friday. I was at the member. Yeah, exactly.
Ken is a member. He is a member.
Free subs, isn't it?
Yeah, it was free up there. That's why he came.
Oh, God.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's been me. But for me at the minute, I'm probably going to be taking a back seat for painting at the moment.
Sorry, I'm getting shit in the chat.
Good.
It wasn't treachery. It was a simple management decision.
It was treachery.
Treachery.
I don't even know what it was about, but it's probably treachery. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Napoleonics next, but I'm gonna take a break from painting for a month or two. Go back.
Is that one base really taking it out of you?
No, it's because I painted that whole Skeleton Hordes army as well. No, it's not Skeleton Hordes. I've painted the Vampire Counts army. I did 2,000 points of Vampire Counts. So I'm just gonna have a little break, go over to the other side, and then come back and do those British. So yeah, that's me. What about you, Dom? What have you been doing?
Hang on a sec. So first of all, I'm not on a Commodore 64. Whoever said that. I'm in Ludlow, so I'm on my laptop, which actually I haven't got a camera for it, but I realised I need an extra USB port to allow it to be plugged in. So you're on the little camera, it's on the laptop, so that's the problem. So hopefully next time.
Is that your other hobby shed? Your house in Ludlow?
It is my little house in Ludlow. Yeah, exactly. Can play with real castles over here. It's great. So what have I been doing?
Castle in Ludlow, isn't it?
It's a lovely castle in Ludlow. It's just over there. So yeah, lots of epic again for me. So this is a unit of Swedish heavy cavalry. First unit of cavalry I've done for them, which was great fun to do.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I've just seen the comment, and it just made me laugh.
that is very good. Well done, Matt. Oh dear. So that's them, and then I did what's this one? This is because I can't really read it on the computer. Oh, this is Border Reaver squad. A couple of groups of that for Epic. These are actually 15mm Essex metals. A bit bigger than the Epic, actually. These ones. It's funny how Epic Essex miniatures 15mm. Some of them fit quite nicely, and some of them are just too big. But these are okay. I mean, the fact they're a separate unit, they'll be absolutely fine from 3 foot away, so I don't mind. And then another unit of heavy cavalry. So these are Imperial heavy cavalry. You can tell the difference, obviously, at this scale. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, it's a red. You can actually, if you know, because it's got a red. They've got sash. red sash, whereas the Swedes have got blue sashes. There you go. So that's that. But then when I don't know, I was in a weird mood last week for painting. I did loads of Epic. Some others, for some reason, have disappeared, so I'll show them on the next stream as well. But I was sort of scratching around, looking for something slightly different to do. Came across these gabions that I had in the collection somewhere. So I just sort of mounted them up quickly. Yeah, they're 28mm, proper scale, God scale.
And I like having those on the board. They're just fun to have on the board. We had them on in our pike and shot game. We said it doesn't, we put them in front of the guns, but it's not counting as cover or anything. It's just fun to put them on the board.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. And then I did. This is what I was dropping last week when we were on the stream. This is the fortified hospital that was from the last Baron Wars Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
So it's all drink 3D printed, and so I've had it under the desk for ages, and I just thought I'd just get around to painting up because it was just good laugh to do. So it was a bit fiddly to do because they don't give you any instructions, and I couldn't find it online at all. And it's surprising how easy you can get floors around the wrong way and all that kind of malarkey. But I'm quite pleased with how it came out in the end. As I said in the video about this, if I'm not quite sure how often it'll actually see the table, but it's nice to get it done, and it'll sit in the room until I get around to using it. I guess could be used for something like 0200 for the new desert.
Yeah,
for that could be an abandoned castle or a base for the SAS or something like that. So
cool,
that's what I've been up to.
Very nice indeed, Dom. What about you, Steve?
I've been having way too much fun.
Have you now?
Yes, way too much. I'll show you what I've been up to. The Doomed, mostly. I am completely obsessed with this game. And I can't wait. I should have enough by the weekend to start a solo game, or start a solo campaign. So I need to build a few more things, but I've made a start on my first 2 bands, or what they call war bands or hunting parties. So I showed the first one last week, which was the leader based on a Horus Heresy Space Marine. But I finished the war band, so there we go. So look,
nice.
There.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So I made a video about this yesterday because there doesn't seem to be a lot of Doomed content on YouTube, and I'm hoping to see a lot more. Because I'm really interested in seeing what people are kit bashing. So there's the close to the 3. Diddy.
Oh, nice.
So there we've got
Doomed people on YouTube, that's for sure.
We've got a legionary, a herald, and a zealot. I actually made a couple of these years ago. So there's a legionary. I just love that helmet. That's a halfling head from the War Games Atlantic halfling box.
Oh, nice.
And then I built him ages ago. I just that's a Perry. No, it's an old Empire fantasy
Oh.
battle from I just don't know where I'm from. Might be from the Great Sword kit. And it's a Skaven body, a scrolled Stargrave arm, Perry's arm, Bitsma Demon Prince. Don't know where the head's from. But I made that, and again, this one I made this a while back as well, and only just got around to painting because I thought it'd fit in really well. So he's a zealot with a rather nifty chainsaw arm.
Cool.
It's like some weird Dr. Frankenstein's thing.
What are you gonna say, Doctor Who?
I know, yeah, as well.
But I've just really enjoyed painting these. So with that, I thought, well, I'll try some other ones. These ones I actually made 2-3 years ago for Zona Alpha, and never actually got around to using them. And it's these. Ta-da! So they're a mixture of plastic Cadians and plastic Adeptus Mechanicus.
They're cool. They're very cool.
I wasn't keen on the paint scheme to start off with. I thought the blue was a bit crappy, but it's grown on me. I just love those rifles. Those oversized Adeptus Mechanicus musket rifle type things. They're just fantastic, and they work really well. So I'm not quite sure what faction these are going to be. Probably I don't know, Martyr Retinues, I think.
That's cool.
Nice. I like that. I do. To be fair, Steve, I actually really like the blue.
It was something a bit different because I've been painting a lot of greens recently, but I've spent the weekend basically destroying Necromunda kits because I wanted to see if they would work, and they do. I've been combining them with the Gene Stealer Hybrid Neophyte box as well. I'm currently painting quite possibly one of my favorite kit bashes I've ever done. It's half. It's the bottom half's a Dillac, and the top half is a Gene Stealer Hybrid top.
Oh, okay.
With arms from the Ash Waste Nomad kit and a Dillac head as well. And it just
Any different, isn't it?
Yeah. And I've made another one today. It's a bit of a pain in the arse to put the tops, and you're going to need a lot of milliput and glue. But it does work eventually. And then before we came on, I went shoveling around under the bits box, and I found an old Kroot head that I've been looking for. Because in the Doomed, you can have alien war bands as well. So I'm going to be using that. I've been using bits and pieces from Mantic kits as well that I've not used. Nice. I've not used for over a decade. I've just got loads and loads of bits and pieces. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. I recognise quite a few people in the Doomed Facebook group from the podcast group. So it's good that people are over there.
The Doomed group.
The Doomed group.
Plenty doomed around here. Yeah.
So that's what I've been up to. What I'm going to be doing all week. Like I say, I'm planning on soloing at the weekend.
I have a question, just because I was looking at some Crackcon things. How many of your Bushido models have you got left to paint?
4.
Okay, cool.
Why?
Because we're having a game at Crackcon.
Oh crap! Yeah. Forgot about that. No, they painted quite easily. So I do like paint.
I suddenly just had images of my board and half a painted warband, and I thought, I don't know.
How are we doing that?
And I don't know. But also, if it's Steve, I don't know if we can do that.
What?
I agree with you, Alec. I had no idea what he's been talking about for the last 10 minutes, but that's fine.
Well, this made me laugh. Before it came on, I was this comment was put on by Fraser, VK, on my last video. I've not responded to it yet because I only saw it just before it came on, but it made me laugh. That shit is way too weird for me, Steve, but it looks great. That's
what a lot of people say about Gua, the band Gua.
Yeah, my girlfriend likes Billy Ocean, and they did a cover version of "Get Out of My Car" by Billy Ocean, and it's
glorious.
It's a thing to behold. It really is. But yeah,
no one knows who Gua are. They should go and Google.
Then you should check
after the stream.
Make sure you like the stream, obviously, as well. Like the stream.
Yeah, and I would say like our channels as well. But when I checked, I don't think Ken left links to them at the bottom.
Have I not?
That's okay, because he doesn't even know what his is.
I can't. It's probably if you.
Ha 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 ha! Everyone's so funny. Ha ha. So you had a very eventful week then, Steve. It seems like you are kit bashing to, well, everything at the moment.
Everything's being stuck together.
Nothing's kind of off limits when it comes to that, I guess.
Nope, nothing is safe. I've even been looking at how to butcher some more Perry's miniatures because I've got some of the knights, but I want to give them machine guns.
Have you got any like M60s or anything left from the Huey?
Oh, that would be very cool.
Quite possibly that might have to happen. But
no,
if you haven't seen the Doom, check it out. It's such a good game. It really is, and it's so big. It's just good. Rules light, very very fast, quick pace. No measuring, no nothing. It's just good. Check it out.
Happy days, right? So
yes.
Now we've seen what we've been up to this week. Let's get on to the main topic this week, which is £75 challenge. So I had a lot of shit for this.
Deservedly.
Yes, deservedly shit.
Yes.
But I wanted to see what we could do with 75 quid. Could we start somebody out in wargaming? £75. Is it possible?
I've got a question. I've got a caveat. Do we naturally assume that they've already got access to paints, glue, and dice?
No. He said, and I quote because he's talking about me because I rang him up. Basically, he said, "What are you doing?" He's basically as I understand it, you need to start basically a playable force of over 25 models. You said,
yeah.
Rules, paints, snips, and glue.
Yep.
Over 25.
Over 25 models, yeah.
Oh, that's
yes,
my
because
idea.
yeah, because he goes, I just do what anyone just to do Dead Man's Hand because you could just
you get Dead Man's Hand. There's nothing wrong with Dead Man's Hand, but I know Dom's done some homework and he's looking very smiley over there. So I'm looking forward.
Yeah, but I've not done £75 because it's bloody stupid amount.
Well, I've managed to do it, so let's go. All right,
okay,
so
it's not all going to be. Hang on, we better get our drinks ready because I know exactly what's going to be.
I hit a Huey. I can't think of a better use for that Huey than
it's
you set fire to it, chuck it off a building. That's great.
It's on Huey at the moment.
So Mortsick said the 25 figure rule wasn't on Facebook. That's because Ken put the challenge together and he probably forgot his own criteria but when he did the post.
No, this was the 20. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, but to be fair, right? The 25 figure rule was between us, so that's not a problem. But I want to just shout out to the people in the Facebook group who have actually come up with some suggestions. So, Jonas has come up with 2. He's got X-Wing, and he's even included 10 beers in his £75 challenge, which is rather cool. So he's got his X-Wing and he's got his mat. So he's got everything he needs to play. Steve, can you verify that's all you need to play X-Wing?
Yeah. You need the starter box and a player mat. Good to go. Everything's
excellent.
There.
No, don't need no paint, no cutting out. So he's done that. Brilliant.
Pre-painted.
Cool. Pre-painted. Wicked. And then he's come up with another one, which will be the Cruel Seas £75 challenge. So he's put that adds up to is currency. So go with Cruel Seas Frotella from the online store. Rule book. It comes with like basic star and brushes, glue, adds up, and then you just got to get some paint, which is added on, and it's he's got 360. What is KR? Sorry, the currency called Krona. Is it
Swedish krona?
Krona. Yeah, 360 krona left. So, yep, can't make it that. Happy days. Well done. No, sorry, 360 krona total. Sorry, apologies. Happy days. So that's from the chat. So well done, Jonas. Thank you for taking on that. So go on then. Let's start with Dom. Go on, Dom.
Oh, blimey. Hang on. All right. So obviously we know 28mm is king. So I wasn't going to go fiddling with any small things or fiddly things. So I took up shot practice because that's great and I love it. So starting off, We've got the rule books downloadable from the Two Fat Lardies website for 16 quid as a PDF.
Happy days.
So no postage, nothing like that. Bob's your auntie.
No. Yep.
And then we went into, now there's obviously other third-party vendors out there, including our friends at Boards and Swords. I'm sure Ian would be able to get these in, but just looking for a proper price, I went to Firestorm Games because I think they got really good stock levels. Victrix bag of 50 odd figures or something, 52 figures, 24, 29. I mean, obviously, if you're a madman, you could do French or you could do Austrians or whatever else. But I'm taking the British because they're going to win. So that gives me a total so far of £40.29, and that will give you more figures than you're ever going to need for sharp practice.
Absolutely, yeah.
Force.
You've got variety absolutely. There. Does that come? That actually comes with command, so you can do like an officer and all that sort of stuff, can't you?
Yeah,
so
you can mock up an officer out of that. So literally, you got everything you need. The only thing you might possibly want is, I mean, obviously you either have to buy the flank companies or the center companies. You can't get a mixture of the two, which is the one downside with that. But a bit of artistic license is fine. And you couldn't get any of the little green bastards out of that unless you just sloshed green paint on them, I suppose. But dead simps. I mean, that 50 odd figures for that price.
Yeah, so you're in there with a figure
20
count,
quid
absolutely.
is brilliant. So you're well in, and you got more than you're going to need for quite a while there. And then accessory stuff, you're going to need paints and stuff, as you say. Again, I went on the same site. Primer, £6.84 for a grey primer, BK Interactive, and then just a range of different colours that you could match up. Now, obviously, you can use the white and the black to vary the colours to get you a bit of tonality. So you mix it all up. Don't need a wet palette, just a bit of newspaper like I use is absolutely fine. All good. So I think there was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pots of paint. Comes in at just under 20 quid. Yeah. And then got to have Nuln Oil because everything's better with Nuln Oil, as you know. And I guess you could make that yourself if you wanted to. I know, Steve, you make a variant of your own.
Yeah, you could with the black paint, couldn't you? Yeah,
probably could. So that could save you £4, which might get me back under my total. So that's kind of cool. And then these set of brushes that they also do, 000 and 2 for just under £9. I'm sure again you can find something cheaper, but that was just me scrolling around their website to see what they had. So that gives me just over 80 quid for that.
I think that's not a bad attempt, to be honest. Yeah, that's a good attempt.
Yeah, I think it comes in. And if you want dice as well and all that malarkey. Oh, then I said basing, because you've got to base them, right? So, but you can base them all on 1p coins. So that's if 50 1p coins is 50p. So that brings you up to. And if you need dice, you can get a set of, what is that, 10, 20 dice for another couple of quid. So there you go. That's how I did it. Came in a little bit hot, but again, if you did it through Ian, you probably get an additional 5% off as well. So that might get you somewhere near.
But it gets you to the point of it's possible to do it for under 100 quid, and it to get into it, you've got everything you need there to get one force completely from nothing off the ground, and that's a historical game, and that's you've got plenty of figures in there. Nice bit of variety as well, and plus you've got the extra figures where you can actually maybe change out a couple of extra units, and then you've started building towards actually maybe being able to get a force for a different game, which is pretty cool. I like that.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I think I mentioned in the past. That's what we did with AWI forces. We started using them for muskets and tomahawks in that case, and then as they grew bigger, then we could use them for black powder. And once you've done it, it's quite easy to expand out. And once you've got a core force, you can just add units here and there and just build it out a bit better. So it works really well.
No, that's awesome. That's really cool, Dom. Really, really, really good start with that. No, it's nice as well because you've got the old musketry on the go as well, which is even better because it shows you can.
Can I red card John, please?
With that big bag. Give me yellow if you like.
No, give me red for that one. Straight in with the red card for that one. Sorry. That's just disgraceful, John. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Not good. Not good. Not good. Red card. Haven't seen one of them for a while. Been a while. So, Martin,
Me?
what do you reckon? I was going to ask you for the historical side of things, because you've done historical as well, haven't you? If I remember rightly.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So do you think that having a, say, historical over a fantasy start, do you reckon that has its bonuses, or do you think the people would be better to start with the fantasy side of things, or do you think it's better to do?
It depends on what they want to do. It depends what they want to do. If someone said, I want to start a fantasy war game, I wouldn't go, here's some land checks.
No, like rule wise, sorry. I mean, like, do you think like GW rules? Sorry, I should have been more specific. Do you think like fantasy rules are a bit more friendly, or do you think the historical side of things?
No, not necessarily. We've seen the 40k rule book. It's like, it's not, you know, that's really hard because it's really subjective. How, you know, what someone wants, you know, is a rule set. I mean, I think personally that Saga is a really easy rule set to get your head around. But I think others may disagree, especially when but maybe not disagree, but the nuances with the dice can take quite a long time to sort of sort out. And obviously then you've got the option of, because they've got the Age of Magic supplement, you've got a fantasy army and a historical army. The problem is with Saga is like the rule book is 15 quid, and then the age books are like 25 quid, I think, each. So you're already on 40 quid there.
Don't you need the dice as well, Dom?
And you need the dice. Yeah.
Are they separate? Am I right in saying that it's separate dice for separate factions? They've each got their own.
Yeah, but you could create your own though if you wanted.
You can create your own, and also some sets of dice do multiple factions, like the Anglo-Dane and Anglo-Saxon dice are the same. Viking, Joms Viking, and Pagan Rus, I think, are all the same. So and like you said, you could just do your own quite easily.
I mean, even just could have a chart, couldn't you? Every time you roll a 6, it becomes a rare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
12 or 15 quid, I think. I can't remember. There's 8 dice, I think, in a 12 or 15 quid, I think.
They are expensive, those dice.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit on the pricey side.
But it's just that time effort thing, isn't it? They're integral to the game. And you can make your own, but it's then you've got to get hold of a dice and make your own, or you've got to go through the report, or you just pay the 15 quid. It's what you want to spend your time doing, really. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's a right answer to that, which is easier to start in. If for 75 quid, it's not going to be GW, is it? So it's not going to, you know. Actually, no, to be fair, no.
No, they do their little starter sets now, don't they?
They do their starter sets that have got about 20 models aside in each. That, I think they're 60 quid, but then obviously getting the paints and that, and they come with rules. So actually, I didn't even think about looking at GW. I probably should have gone and looked at GW.
No, I didn't.
There is actually...
well, even they do some that are five minis aside, don't they? They come with the paints and the little box.
But then that doesn't hit your little 25 miniatures.
No, it doesn't.
No.
So
no,
it doesn't. No. Do you want to go? Do you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean,
mine was pretty cool.
So mine was really uninspired, partly because I was railing against having to do this, but also I slightly misunderstood things, because I thought when you said have a playable game, I thought you meant like, because you'd have to have someone else do a challenge. So I thought just do one thing. So I just started off by going, I'm just going to buy the 0 to 100 hour starter set for 48 quid, which has 36 miniatures in it. Has the rules in it and all the tokens. And then I just, so there you go. And then I went on eBay. And there's the Army Painter hobby set for $24.99. That's the paint, snips, glue, and brushes. And that leaves you with 2 quid. So I went on lowcostbeers.com and I found this Apocalyptic Thunder Juice for £2. There you go, Steve.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
6.5%. So there you go. There's your 75.
Send the link to Steve. You'll like that.
I also found this, but while I was perusing, this website's quite good. I spent more time looking at beers on here than I did doing the challenge. So, Steve, I found one for you. It's a villain in every pot, berry, sour, fuck cancer, beer project, act acid, 6% beer.
I'd buy that just because there's a chicken on the can.
I mean, what I love about it, it's a cheap beer site where all the beers are like £2, but it's free shipping over 45.
45 quid.
I'll
you
send you the
buy a
link,
lot of beer.
Steve, but I like this. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's because you could get that. So that's 75 quid, and that's between two of you. So you could split that with a mate. And you know, I know I've probably tried to get out of it a bit here, but that's 37 quid each, and and you've got all your paint snips and a quality game as well to play. And then if you hate it, you're only out 37 quid, which is not even a night out these days. So yeah, sorry, yeah, mine's probably a little bit uninspired, but I thought there you go.
No, rules is rules, and you've followed them. So that's cool. It's nice to be able to have these starter sets, isn't it, for people that are coming into the hobby. To have everything in the box, especially with the historical side of things, it's nice to have it all there for people to just pick up and play, and just have to buy that little set of paints. Because, like you say, you haven't got to have the specific colours that that needs that German uniform to be the exact tin of grey. You just got to make a grey, so you just need a black and a white, don't you? So you can mix the colours. It encourages an artistic approach, I find, which is really cool. But you got to wash with that as well, didn't you? With that set.
Yeah, I think you get
dark tone as well.
I think that's actually quite a good little set. It comes, you get.
It's got your basic colours.
There's strong tones,
and there's a metallic as well.
There's silver
and a primer as well.
Glue, snips, brushes, a file, and even some kind of spatula and a palette, but not of the wet variety.
No.
But yeah, for 25 quid, so I get someone started. Yeah. And the whole game as well. There's no need to buy anything else at all.
No, exactly. And
apart from maybe more apocalyptic thunder juice. I might buy this for Crackcon. I might bring this to Crackcon. I might order this.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
£4.29. Do you know what all these weird shit beers remind me of? Is Tin Can Alley, the game. Like you used to shoot the fucking tins off of all those brightly coloured cans. Yeah,
I sent you that pictures, didn't I? I was in a off license or whatever it was in Cardiff a couple of weeks ago. And there was just literally an entire wall of all these weird beers. It was like it was so colourful, it blew your eyes out. It's extraordinary how many there are. Yeah,
it's becoming huge.
Yep.
I'm nothing but dedicated, Alex. I'm nothing but dedicated.
I like this, Tony. Nope. You see Tony? Oh, go on.
No, missed it. No, I don't know what happened.
I'll put Tony's on. Disappointed. There's no 6mm samurai.
I think that samurai army came to more than £75. I don't really want to think about it. It came to, if it was cheaper, the therapy that I've needed afterwards certainly I couldn't cost that in.
Oh dear. So, Steve, should we go to you next, mate? What have you?
My choice has been rendered null and void.
Oh, go on.
Because of the figure stipulations. I was going to say.
Qualified.
No. Go on. No,
Okay,
we'll see what he had. Let's see what he had.
First off,
the chat can say if it's any good.
First off, go to Wargames Vault and download Space Weirdos for £5.
Happy days. Yeah.
Then you pick up a box of any Stargrave figures.
How much is that?
It's about 20 quid, 25 quid. So up to £30.
Yeah.
Then we add the army painter box that Martin just picked up. So you got paints, you got your snips, you got your craft, all that in there.
55, yeah.
And then you go and buy a selection of D4, D6, D8, D10, and D12.
Okay.
And
He's done. You're under your 75 quid, yeah? You can't. Yeah. And how many can you, with Space Weirdos though, can you go over to 25 figures on both sides?
No, maximum you're going to be playing with 10.
10. So you're at 20. So you're at 20 in a game.
Well, no, that's 10. That's fine. No, the max is about 5 on each side, yeah.
So it's a skirmish. Okay, right.
And if you had a bit of money left over, and you could go and pick up the battle systems, what's it called? The battle systems trader outpost. Because in there you get a bunch of cardboard scenery and a playing surface that is just the right size for Space Weirdos.
Nice. Okay.
All done.
Yeah, it's not bad, Steve. I should have made it. I should have made it a bit more clear. Yeah, I think it's cool. And it's nice to have a sci-fi game in there as well for that. Where we were talking about, weren't we? Might not be 40k, but it's still a sci-fi game if you like that genre, right?
It's so fun to play as well. It's a really, really entertaining game. Dead easy to pick up. Yeah.
I'm just having a look on. I'm on the Games Workshop website now, and the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warrior starter set is £32.50. You get 18. You get 18 minis, so that's a bunch of Stormcast Eternals and Vicious Cruel Boys. So £32.50. So it's not going to hit your figure count, but you get the rule book and all their cards. You get a mat, dice, some card terrain, and that, and that gives you 30. That gives you £30 to buy a pot of paint.
Yeah, well, you can't make that, can you?
No, to be fair, exactly, you can do it. It's just the figure count restrictions that were placed on us.
So, for my one, okay, so let's go for mine. I've gone historical as well. So for me, I've got my. Oh no, that's the wrong bloody thing. Have I uploaded it twice like an absolute bellend? No, there it is. So this was mine. So I went a bit crazy. So I've gone for Lion Rampant, second edition hardback, coming at 14 quid. I then got the Perry miniatures from Warlord Games, just because this is where they were in stock at the time. Obviously, you'd be able to get these.
No, you can't have them because you've got to order it from somewhere where they might turn up.
Yeah, true. True that.
To be fair, though, the price for these are pretty banging. I'm not going to lie, and there's a lot there. I'm talking figure count wise. I'm in there. I've got my what is it? I'm up there 30. How many is it? 36 with those. At least 36 with those.
Yeah, there's 36 odd in there, and then 12.
And then there's 12 cavalry as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in there with a figure
60
count,
odd
right?
models.
Yeah, so I decided to go a different way with the paint. So I went for just generic acrylic paints because acrylic's acrylic. Yeah. If you water it down, acrylic's acrylic.
Wait.
Go on.
No.
It is. It is. Acrylic paint is acrylic
it's
paint.
Not. No, it's not.
It is.
The quality of acrylic paint is not just a one.
We can have this debate, but if you're going budget, and you want to do things, you've got the option there. All right. So for that, you get your brushes, you get your paints, you got your super glue that's steel light because it's that gel stuff.
Oh yes.
And I've even gone as far as to say there's 25 dice in there for 5 quid from Warlord again, and then you've got a tape measure and some snips as well to top it all off. So that was mine, and that's for Lime Rampant. £75.60 or something, just under. Well, you adding it up?
No.
No. Yeah, I think it's just come under just over £75, literally, or it might just be just under. I can add it up now, actually. Again, to be fair, why?
Because I was asking, because you didn't say how much it came to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
The whole point of the chat.
I think you're trying to catch me out. That's going to annoy me now. I'm going to have to work it out again. We're going £14, 48 plus 17.
Everyone.
48. Yeah, I'm looking it up now. Plus, everyone's typing it in. See
everyone's wondering about Warlord Games. My experience, I've been
all right.
Time ago. No, mine was really long time ago, and it was I ordered a bunch of Malifaux stuff, so it was ages ago, and it was in stock allegedly, but it just never turned up, and I ended up in this big circle of emails, and then one day inexplicably just got a refund. I was like, oh, okay.
So mine comes at 73. Oh, you've had it. See, I did ages ago, but never. Not
recently, because I haven't tended to use it.
Not recently, and I can see there's some people. Yeah, no, I can see there's loads of people in the chat, and that's all. To say good next day, that's awesome, cool.
Yeah,
but mine was a very long time ago.
73.93. Mine was 73.93, and that includes postage.
So you could have bought a couple of cans of Martin's juice.
Apocalyptic Thunder Juice, not
dead.
Atomic Thunder Juice.
What's going on?
We've lost him. Oh, good, we got rid of him. Fantastic.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
My camera might have just died. To be fair.
Oh.
That's annoying. Why is that?
Do you know what's interesting though is that for that price, and we've all come up with different games for the 75 quid, and you've got the one that I chose. It's so easy to get into. You need 4 or 5 figures aside. It's completely miniature agnostic. You can use whatever you want. Easy game, dead easy. It's simple to play, really a lot of fun. Yeah.
There it goes. I'm back.
And which one of us works in like tech?
Wonder who that might be.
Not me. I just watch people dig up roads now. It's fine.
You fall in them.
Fall in them. Yeah, fall in them.
You're right, Steve. You are. It is interesting from that point.
He's pretty articulate.
Yeah, that is the same logic that Ken is applying to.
Oh, we don't know until we try the paints, do we? So there we go. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, buy some and paint your next. Got it. There's a video. See, we're just trucking videos.
Yeah, yeah. He can't do it because he can't remember his channel.
Do it on the cheap. 3D print them off for next to nothing, and then paint them for next to nothing. In fact, just use your hair and dip that in.
Oh dear me.
There we go. But yeah, no. So I don't know what everyone's thoughts on the challenge were. It's something a bit different. I just wanted to put it out there.
There's
So
quite a few suggestions in the chat, Ken, if you want.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna actually. Yeah, let's go. Cheers. Let's skimmy back.
That's harsh, James. Harsh.
Miller, you played a royalist in a bloody reenactment. How can you call yourself a parliamentarian? Not on. Right. Okay. What we got here? Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, Steve Harbour. The 10th edition rules and indexes are free to download. They certainly are.
Actually, yeah. So is Age of Sigma. Yeah, all the rules are
thinking
free.
About that. Yeah, they're actually free, aren't they? It's just the book that is a little bit on the dear side. So Mark's fought gone 15 mil. So Plastic Soldier Company. Company box plus Chain of Command. Yeah, sorted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much the Plastic Soldier Company figures are. We're looking at
you get a lot for what you pay. You get a lot.
Yeah,
you don't need that many for Chain of Command, do you? So
no, it's let's say platoon level, isn't it? So you don't need a lot. 15 mil as well. You're going to get loads of support options in there that you're going to need. So yeah, I can definitely see that working. That would really work.
Yeah, definitely. You shut your mouth out. I would never. Yes, you did. Was he not a royalist? Am I wrong in that picture?
I don't think he was.
I thought you said he said
so.
To the king.
No.
Oh, I swear he was.
Blame me. I didn't say it.
I thought he was in a red sash. That's what I thought I saw.
What's more amusing is he got more angry there than he did with the whole burger saga. There you go. Just saying.
If you're willing to expand by 20 quid, you could get the latest edition of Blood Bowl. There you go.
Blood Bowl. Yeah. So this is a good one. Google your local game club, speak to your members, and explain you're on a budget. I'm sure they'll be able to find some old minis and stuff. This is true, actually. That wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. To be fair, your friendly local gaming club are normally quite spot on with that sort of thing. There's always people trying to get rid of some old minis that are just collecting dust. There'll always be someone there. That's absolutely spot on. To be fair, Risk is under £75 and more than 25 figures.
I've not played Risk
in a very long time.
Yeah, in fact, it was so old that they didn't even have the nice little figures, like the cavalry and the infantry. These were just plastic shapes.
Oh right, bloody hell! That is an old version, isn't it?
That's proper Risk. That is good job.
Don remembers that when I was a nipper.
I do. They were black and white as well when I played them.
Bloody hell. So, old school FRP saying a table full of sci-fi scenery, partially broken action figures, play sets from garbage or boot sale, spray paint, pick them out some details. Yeah, that's a good shout. Do you know the other thing I did think of? If you really wanted to go on a budget for minis, you could just use, if you want to do World War II, just use the plastic army men, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you really wanted to go proper budget, you could just get them. You could probably, to be fair, they're not, I wouldn't say they're horrendous either. I would say they're okay. you sprayed them, primed them, you might be able to paint some, colours on them. I think they'd be okay. A lot of them as well. They were a lot of them were like British as well, weren't they? It's like guys carrying Stens and stuff like that. If I remember rightly, and a lot of
Airfix and Matchbox they did in the 70s. Absolutely, so many different types. You could certainly use them. What would be good is to just paint them green or paint them, grey, and have like a proper
old school game. Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a really good shout. So, Lost Lionheart put here. How about 2 boxes of Great Escape Games Gunfighters, say £40? The Army Painter set, downloaded the Ruthless rule set for free from Little Wars TV and still have money left. That's good.
Yeah, it's 15 models in each of those boxes, so that's 30 models.
30 models, yeah. Yeah, you can't say no to that.
There are a lot of pretty good rule sets out there that you can download for free as well now, aren't there?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you can create your own, but if you're a newcomer to the hobby, you probably wouldn't know where to start with that. But if you wanted just some decent free rules, there are some really good ones out there.
Yeah, we all went for paid for rules, didn't we? But it's, we could have each saved money on free set rules and gone.
A lot of I think for convenience, a lot of starter sets do just come with rules in them, don't they? So you just kind of automatically look for those. But then I think we were talking about rules. I think it's about not last year, the year before, and do you remember we tried to have a look at how many people did produce free rules, and some of the big players they didn't, and it's certainly been a bit of a push for PDFs of rules or light versions of the rules, so you can try things out. So
no, absolutely, yeah. It's what's that? Well, turnips. Turnip, you just buy the rules, don't you, Steve? And it's miniature agnostic.
Turnip it's a living rule book at the moment, so it's being constantly developed.
Oh,
Excuse me. I think it's up to version 18 or version 19 now.
But it's free.
So it's free. It's free to download.
So you could do Turnip then if you really wanted to.
Oh, absolutely, I would recommend it. I would heartily recommend it. People getting into Turnip 28.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you could get a box of Knights and a box of Napoleonics.
Oh God, here we go.
And do a bit of weird shit, couldn't you? There you go. Look at that.
It's a low figure count game as well.
And you've lost them.
Take your £75 and put it all on Stan Kenny. Rate 100 to 1, but it's going to win the 330 at Chepstow quickly.
I love it.
And they shot him.
Yeah. Shakers and Spruce. Yeah, and they shot him. Jesus Christ. I tried an X-Wing Imperial Raider for £20. When years ago, took 3 months. Nowadays, nearly everything is a day or two. Yeah, no, I had a similar sort of thing, but to be fair, mine said stock incoming at the time, so you take the risk, don't you? What else we got? So, in my defence, people paint minis with artistic acrylics, and it's fine. Have they been using good paint as it had? Yeah. So, yeah,
good acrylic paint. Yes, good acrylic paint.
Yeah, but we don't know.
What's been left over outside, like it's been chucked away at the school.
We don't know. We don't know, do we?
From the works.
We do know. God, I challenge you. Paint up a regiment. Paint up some of your Napoleonics in that. Oh, God, I challenge you. Do it.
Do you know? Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Okay, please.
Yeah,
please do.
That's a cheap paint. I cannot wait to watch. Yeah. Road Trooper. Oh dear. Right. What else we got? Shut up.
Horrible people.
Yeah, you are.
We do like each other. We do.
Yeah, only a tiny bit. I'll only use craft paint.
New channel, Ken Finger Paints Naps.
Road Trooper.
I love it.
Oh god.
Thank you. What's this about Miller anyway? His reputation lies in ruins based on these.
That's what you said to him about being royalist, you fool.
Yeah, but he was. It was I swear he said it was for the king in the bloody comment. I'm gonna have to look now. That's why I said Miller's. Why I was thinking in my head, Miller, why are you dressed as a royalist?
Keep digging, mate.
Just keep digging. Does that count?
He does. Miller does have a person. Yeah. Oh.
So Rob's put, I'll use Warlord Epic French Waterloo box to create the 1807 French and Russians by splitting the infantry strips to create both forces, with only some minor conversions for the Lancers. What have you just seen?
Oh, I'm just still thinking about you finger paint.
I would pay to see that. That'd be quite amusing.
I wouldn't finger paint it, but yeah. Any paint's got to be good once you thin it down enough. Might take a 5 or 6 coats, but it will work.
Ken paints with emulsion.
But what Rob's saying here, he's got two sides. So again, he can save money just by doing minor conversions. Which is fair enough, isn't it?
That's a good option.
No, you can buy it. It's funny you say that. I've got some Italians for sale for 75 quid if you want. World War II Italians.
I was about to say that better not be your Napoleonic ones. I made that command base for you for Christmas. It better not be there.
There's a. I've got a command base for Italians from Napoleon. It's hand painted by Martin Seventh Son for sale.
I never got my. What was my prep? I made you the Italians. What did?
No, me and Steve stitched you both up.
Yeah, you didn't do it, did you?
Look at Steve on the quiet. Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten all about that.
Yeah. Oh, he looks sad about this.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it this year for you.
No, that was it. No, Steve bought me the model. It came 18 months later.
I gave it to you at the first Crackcon. It was that Bushido.
Yeah, I don't know where it is now. I need to paint it before a game. It's in the pile of opportunities somewhere. So I need to find out. Dom did a orc or something, didn't you?
I did. Was it the orc?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Was that the?
Oh no, I did an orc.
So what did Dom do?
Oh, God, okay.
Dom did some Conflict 47 Germans.
Conflict 47, yeah, weird shit.
He put couscous on the base.
I did. I made it with couscous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I did the orc.
Right.
I'd give you the orc drummer, didn't I? Yeah, the orc drummer and banner bearer. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I remember.
Well, that was when we played Oath. What's it? And you never ever come back and play them. Yeah.
Well, I have got a whole new army for that. If you want to play.
No, it's too late, mate. That's it. Ship has sailed. It's gone. I cried into my beer over that one. It's fine.
Jamie, Jamie's put strength and honor rules. Green stuff. Scratch builds on 2 mil scale Romans on MDF bases. Cheap, no paint.
Get those MDF armies. Yeah, the MDF armies. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was another option. It was to go with those MDF armies. Because
I like those. Yeah. What were those ones that Leon? I think Leon reviewed them on his channel. The printed ones.
Oh, I can't remember. Wofen ones. Yeah, the acrylic ones with like the Peter Dennis artwork in it.
Yeah, that's the ones. Yeah,
style. Yeah, Wofen they're called. That could be quite cool. I think I don't know if someone said I want to get into wargaming, and then on the budget you said here, and then you presented them with those little MDF things. I think they might look at you a bit odd.
Yeah,
because they want to paint a mini. I think for someone who's been into wargaming for a while. And somebody wants to see those massive. I mean, it might not be, but I think to someone who's he comes up to you, I've got £75. I think they'd rather you gave him like a box of minis to build rather than some strips of MDF.
Yeah, I think they prefer definitely to have minis 100% over, like you were saying, boxes. But it is an interesting one. And so out of the chat, put 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 1 being Martin, 2 being me, 3 being Steve, 4 being Dom. Which one would you?
Will be liquidated before next week's stream.
Yeah, which one would you choose to personally start with out of those 4 choices? We'll let that run for 5 minutes.
All right, we might as well do the news then.
We'll do the news. Yeah, we'll let it run, and then we'll come back to it after the news to see who the winner is, but there's still some more stuff to go through here. So Steve's put 2 Perry boxes, £22 tufts, 2 pots of brown paint, downloaded rules, done.
Sorted. Absolutely.
Yeah, you get brown, black, and white, just different shades of brown, innit? That's all you need.
Cool.
Gas. Oh yeah, this is another one I didn't think of actually. So Gaslands with the Hot Wheels.
Oh
car.
yeah.
So I don't obviously use one cup, but Gasland. I've never played it. So, but when I see people playing it, it looks like good fun. It does look quite fun. You can make tracks up and stuff like that. But I don't understand the mechanics for it. I gather you just have one single car and you go around the whole track and you're trying to knock people off and shit like that. I gather it's that sort of thing, like a Death Derby sort of thing.
I think you have turning templates. It's a bit like X-Wing, but on the ground. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you've got turning templates.
Yeah, that's that'd be cool. Because then your track's never the same, is it? You can always do a different track and stuff like that. Which is
Yeah.
That does sound quite fun to be fair. That Gasland, and like you say, it's free rules as well. So
Yeah, no, Gasland's not free. Gasland's an Osprey game.
oh, it's Osprey, is it? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was free. What was I thinking? God,
Yeah, but it's quite those Osprey games.
They're still cheap, aren't they?
They're still really cheap. Yeah.
Amazon quite cheap as well, can't you?
Alex says he got someone into Wargame recently using Undaunted Normandy. Doesn't need to be fixed. It doesn't, but Ken, the quizmaster question lord here, decided to set the parameters of 25 figures and then not tell anyone. Them being miniatures.
Yes. So that was my bad. But yeah, okay. So should we do a bit of the news then? Should we skip to the news?
Well, I was waiting for you to press the button and do it.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I'm trying. No, it's fine. I'll find it now. Here we go. There's that, Dom.
This is such a farce.
Welcome to my channel.
Can you get Laura to drop it on your head next time, please?
Oh, don't. It's the scariness becoming a dad. I'm freaking out. So yeah, I'm absolutely shitting myself, but there we go. So yeah, news time.
The world is.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hell, an offspring of me. Holy shit.
Okay, we hadn't mentioned that.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned it.
We haven't mentioned that.
My wife has many a time. So it's
okay, all right. So yeah, we haven't told anyone. So because you told us not to.
Yeah,
so that's fine. You've just told 109 people.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought we did. Oh yeah. Gonna be a dad. Fucking hell! Oh my fucking days! I'm just gonna go and shut myself in a corner somewhere.
I love that everyone's just going to. He just nonchalantly dropped it in. So yeah.
Yeah, Ken's going to be a dad.
Like, that's in the news section. It is relevant.
That is in the news section. To be fair,
we just get to watch
idiot.
you pull your hair.
I forgot we're live streaming, aren't we? Well, we're not talking to each other, the four of us.
No, it's all right. I'm sure.
I ain't even told my brothers yet.
Well,
it's okay.
We're all family here. This is like a family event with 110 people. Like watching. Yeah. Remember, like the stream as well, and
feel sorry for my poor child.
I love this. This is very true. You can use the sleepless shaker. Congratulations, you can use the sleepless nights for hobby. You just got to learn to paint one-handed while you hold the baby.
No, that's what what the little chair's for, isn't it? You put them in that and they just shake on that. That's fine.
Oh, you have so much to learn. You have so much to.
Oh, I'm not going to hold them. Don't worry. It's called it.
I can't wait.
There you go. Go like that.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
Right. I can't believe you blurted that out.
Oh no, I fucked up big time. I was going to wait until Crackcon, but there we go.
You're dead. You're dead meat.
It's all right. The scan's next week, but
you're
fine.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Okay, I've seen a few things. Shall I get the news going?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, we talked about Modern Warfare last week. So it seems rather fortuitous then that Spectre are taking pre-orders on their latest edition, their 3rd edition of the game. But it's something I was interested in. I'll be honest, I thought it just disappeared off the face of the planet, this game. I wasn't really paying much attention, so I went to go and buy it and I couldn't find anything. But they are taking pre-orders on their new rulebook if you want some modern warfare or sort of very, very near future
Nice.
kind of stuff. So it's got drones and that in it. Steve, I think you were sort of after this.
Yeah, like you said, I really struggled to find the rules. I know.
They've got a really nice looking book.
Travis plays it quite a lot.
Yeah, Travis plays it a fair bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
So there's rules in here for doing your operations, and I think if the stream gets 1,000 likes, can we pick the name? Absolutely. Well,
no. I think that's a great idea.
I'm up for that, but
yeah, we're all up for that.
I'm sure Laura will be fine.
If I get 1 million followers and 1 million subscribers in the next 2 weeks, then yes, you can pick the name.
I think 1 million views would be better because that actually results in income for you to buy the baby
money.
Anyway, so it's got loads of new additions to it. They've taken the old system and just added to it. There's I think there's light systems in there for sort of ongoing campaigns as well, from what I understand. There's a cool little video if you go and have a look on Spectre's page. It shows how you essentially build up momentum, and the more momentum you have, the more units you activate on your side. And if something stalls out, yeah, it is actually. It's up for pre-order, and if you pre-order it as well, Steve, you might like this, although it is metal. You get this with the Nomad, which I thought was quite cool. Basically, this game really reminds me of Metal Gear Solid. I really like Metal Gear Solid as well, don't you? Yeah, but I know there's a Metal Gear Solid board game coming out, but I just kind of like the mechs. I know you can get like the little drones, like that that dog drone that's around at the minute, the weird goat dog thing. I know, I'll shut up. I've just seen that StreamYard's done that thing and deleted some of my photos. But the next thing that I saw this earlier in the week, was that Victrix have got some more of their 12mm World War II, and I did have a nice picture of the 88. But they deleted that. The only picture it's left me with is the SDK FZ7 with stowage and people.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
if you go and have a look at the Victrix website and Facebook group, you can see these, which are very cool for those people who are doing it.
Did you also see Victrix have got that app?
The game rules. Yes.
Which I talked about some time ago, as I was approached to be a playtester on it, and just never got around to doing it because I'm still not sure I like the idea or not. Really,
no, not looking up rules. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I like that. I do like.
Well, that bit I don't mind, but it was sort of you measure everything, and all that goes into the app, as far as I remember. So you literally all the dice rolls happen on the app. Everything happens on the app.
Oh no!
I just don't like the idea. How would you change out the dice? You'd have to change the app and everything.
Well, that's boring. That's not. That's none of the fun, though, is it? Rolling your dice. You got to roll your dice.
Yeah. Well, this one will introduce interest. Miller and Matt. By the way, if you have a look at Matt's Blood Red Skies battle report between.
Yeah, I want to watch. I've actually saved that. I do actually want to watch.
Yeah. Do you not watch other battle reports that people do?
Not very often.
You
I don't get time.
You don't. No. Okay. Anyway, there's some more. There's some more squadrons up. But there's also Japanese Ace out from Warlord, and I'm not even going to attempt.
Are they still using the resin for that? Or do you know?
Why are you asking me?
I don't. Sorry.
Oh no, I saw it. I saw it just in the email.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you looked on their website. Sorry, my bad.
No, I saw it in the email. I don't know if they are. Maybe Matt can confirm because I know they've ordered some stuff recently. But there's also the Italian Ace as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce their names because I will ruin them. So they are up as well. And then finally, Sarisa, I know we've got quite a few fans in here. Sarisa, they updated, and they've got some more Eastern European buildings, both destroyed and standing. So we've got like just a sort of destroyed dwelling, which is always just fun.
Yeah,
just to have some stuff on there. Just some nice Eastern European houses, and
nice.
the
I
windmill.
like
But but I look at that and I just see that they're gonna those sails are gonna break.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare putting together.
I like the actual trunk, the middle part of the windmill where all the planks are missing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's quite cool. And then there's a little the little sort of chapels, churches, as well. So that was what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Crackcon could do the christening.
Yeah, I could do the christening. Yeah, I don't know if there's a thing against that actually. I'm not too sure. I can christen my own child. I have to look it up. Blood Red Skies in Sirecast now. Okay, cool. I hate to say it, 3D printing. People 3D print their planes now. But yeah, that's that's an why not? I want to do my boats.
Sorry, your job is to move to Mini so the app can enjoy the game.
I like the idea. I like the idea of using it to define if something's in or out when it comes to your distance. I like that, especially if you're in a tournament play. If you've got the picture and it scans it on the phone and it says no, that's out, or no, that's in, I like that because then that's taking the control and then you haven't got to argue with each other about it, whether it's in or out.
Yeah, that's the whole fun of tournament games is arguing with each other, isn't it?
Yeah, in a way it can be. Yeah, I tend to always, whenever someone challenges me in a tournament, unless I really think I'm right, I just tend to go with what they say anyway. I don't know what you guys are like with that. Even if it goes against me, I just go with what they say because I just want to have fun. I don't really care about the actual side of it.
I lost a game of X-Wing by being a gentlemanly opponent at a tournament.
I know you did.
Yeah. Because the guy's ship, the base went over by about a gnat's pube over the side of the frigging the mat, and I said, "Oh, I'll let you off," and he went on to win the game. So
yeah,
you're
not bitter about that, are you?
No,
not at all.
Good guys always come last.
Yeah, we do. All my 1-600, 1-3 aircraft are 3D printed. Warlord, for some reason, well, it's not for some reason. They do it on purpose, don't they? Because they want their own scale. It's 1-200, I think, isn't it? But with a 3D printer, that's not a problem. You just scale it. I do like. It's really strange because I really like planes. I love flying. It's one of my absolute favorite things.
You won't be doing much of that soon. Don't worry. You'll be about 8-9 years before you manage to do that again.
No, even over minis, I would say it's even over minis, even over trains. My passion. I love flying. I love planes.
Where's that come from? We've been talking for 4 years online.
Yeah.
That's the first time we've ever heard that at all.
That's definitely
I love flying. Right, so it's really surprised that I don't have any games and I love World War II. I love World War II fighters and bombers and stuff. I'm so surprised I've not got a game.
Why aren't you playing Blood Red Skies or something
Blood Red Spies is the 0200.
Yeah. I tried Blood Red Spies. I did try it. Yeah, I did. I played it once and I just didn't. I didn't like it. I thought it was too. No, I thought it was too arcadey. It wasn't what I'd imagine aerial combat to be like. I want something that's on a big 6x4, like that size of thing. Like, is it Wings of Glory you used to play, Dom?
Yeah, that was good fun.
Well, the wing. Yeah, that's great fun. That's a really good laugh to play. That is really, really funny.
Is that played on a big scale 6x4? Then?
No, not well.
I played that on a coffee. You can do. I just played. We used to just get 2 planes each and play on a coffee table. It was great fun.
Yeah, I need to have a look at a big scale 6x4 planes because to be fair, those little planes to paint up, they don't take very long, and they'd be good little.
You could do them with craft paints and everything. Be easy.
You could do well. You could, Tom, because
Don't worry. When you've got kids kicking around, you have so much craft paint everywhere and glitter.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah.
Why glitter?
Bangly.
I've got to buy the glitter. Why would I buy glitter if it's going to be a problem?
You don't have a choice. They will. They'll
You
just.
don't.
They'll end up.
You
They
don't
just. They
understand
just.
how it works, Ken.
I don't buy. We don't buy it. It just arrives at the house. It either comes home. They'll make something at school, and it comes home, and it just goes everywhere. And yeah, don't worry. You've got lots of fun to look forward to. I can't wait.
Bag the Hun, 2 fat lardies. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. That's really. I appreciate
one
that.
of Alex plays that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, because obviously I'll print my planes. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to print them. I'm not going to buy them. But yeah, cheers, Dom. So yeah, you, Carl. I love this comment of the night. You young innocent fool.
I think I should just say, you fool.
Yes, that's all it needs to be.
That's
Oh, dear.
yeah. You probably won't. I'll just say you probably won't be here next week. It's just going to beat shit out.
It's going to beat shit out.
When she finds out, I can't wait. I can't wait. Dom, you've still got things to talk about.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah, sorry, I'm holding it up. Apologies, but I will try.
It's okay. I'm just waiting. Until you stop ranting on about rubbish. Reconquer, September.
Oh,
yeah.
This stuff is nuts.
Just amazing.
So here you go then, Dom. What would you use these for then? They're for what crusade? First, second?
They're not. They're for the Reconquista.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Spaniard ones. See,
but it kind of
makes them like that. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What makes them like that? Is there a specific type of armor? Is it because what they're wearing? Is it?
Because it's the
more
order
about their loose clothing around them, isn't it? I think primarily.
Well, it's just the fact that they're specifically the Order of the Hatchet, which is for the Reconquista, and they were formed in the Reconquista. As I say, what the Knight Templar
is a specific band of warriors.
So, okay,
they're women. They're women. They're all women.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
Apart from the guy getting his head hacked off.
Yeah, he's a bloke. So the dress, like the clothes they're wearing, that what Dom was saying about that looser clothes. Would you class that as that would be area Pacific throughout Europe? So in Spain, you're more likely to wear that because it's hotter. Am I right, or is it different where you would go? Different.
Yeah.
I think these would work pretty much anywhere across the Mediterranean into Palestine, really. To be absolutely honest.
Okay.
I mean.
Oh, okay.
The right period for that.
Because that's what always gets me when it comes to that's why I'm asking these questions, because I would like something that would be, say, Second Crusades, because I've got my Normans obviously, but Second Crusade for me, Knights Templar and all that. That's kind of like what.
You could play. You can play the Crusades. I mean, I've used them for the Normans in Sicily, Normans in Italy, all those kind of troops, because it's very similar. And they're probably more unlike the normal Normans that are from France and England. They would be. These guys would have a lot of robes, a lot of things wrapped around their heads because of the sun, primarily.
Yeah, because of the sun. Yeah. Okay, now that's cool.
So, but as much as says those particular ones, not really, because they're women.
Yeah, it's the order. Yeah, it's sort. I mean, I'm going to use them and mix them in with my pilgrims. I'm going to have some pilgrims, because you have camp followers as well. And I think it'd just be some good fun. Just to have those sort of mixed in. It'd be sort of a nice unit, and you can ultimately it's your army. Just chuck them in. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Also, First Corps had some really cool early war motorbikes and sidecars.
Oh, nice.
Really, really nice. There's those two. It's got the extra rider on the back. And then I think they're also doing them as singles as well as the sidecars. So lots of options there for your Blitzkrieg Germans.
As well, isn't it?
And they're aided metal. Which is really, really good. They look nice, I have to say. They look really good. And also North Star have got some new natives coming out. These are for muskets and tomahawks, and they do look mighty fine, I have to say. I'm sort of working out whether I can justify buying yet another band of natives.
You have got a lot. To be fair,
you have got loads.
You have. I do like that.
They're shiny and they're nice.
Yeah, I like the guy on the top second in from the left. He's in the middle there. I don't know what it is. His face, his stare. I just like his stare, his head. Even I don't like the pose altogether, but his head would look nice on something. It would definitely go well. But
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, it's a nice figure.
Really nice. I think that was all I saw, unless the thing's eating them again. But I think that was it.
Nice. Yeah. That was interesting. Not gonna lie. Oh, there was some good stuff in the news there.
No, we got and there was something else in news. Oh yes, Crackcon related things. So we are obviously in the sort of how many weeks is it now? 7?
7.
7 weeks to go. So, of course, if you are coming, make sure you come over to the Facebook page if you're on Facebook and check, because Hayley has put up the post, which you can find pinned to the top, about coming for a curry. And if your name is not there, you are not on the list, Ken.
I am now.
So,
I put my name there now.
So you wouldn't, you won't be. No, if you're not on Facebook, pop us an email. Basically, we're going to go to the curry house on the Saturday night, or you can eat curry. I can't remember how much it is, but if you want the details, we'll send it over. We'll go there for about 7:30, have a curry, have a few beers, and of course we're out
Damn
after.
good curry.
So hey,
Oh,
it is.
Nice,
It is. On top of that as well, as you know, if you've come to Crackcon, if you don't know, we like to put together a little goodie bag for people. And what we've done a couple of times is chuck in business cards and flyers for people. So this is just an open call to anyone in the PCP. If you're a commission painter, if you have a store, or you have some kind of service related to miniature gaming and you want to do a bit of free advertising, if you pop us like a 60 odd business cards or flyers, that will pop them in the bags and they'll go out. So it's the open call. If you're coming to Crackcon, just bring them along with you. If you're not coming to Crackcon but you'd like that, just pop us an email down below or message one of us, and we'll tell you an address to send them to, and we'll happily pop them in the bags and just so some advertising out for anyone in the PCP who's doing anything and wants to advertise a little bit. There is an info email about Crackcon going out in the next week or so. Those of you who've been before will be very, very familiar with it. Those of you who haven't, it just contains all the information from where the nearest cash point is to the venue, to train station, bus stop, where we're going, all that kind of stuff. The list of games is still up, so make sure to go back and double check if you're not sure what's going on, or if there is a game. Also, just check what you signed up for, just in case you can't remember, and what army you're meant to be. Ken doesn't care if his name's on it. He'll just, it's very true. I'd like, well, very true. Just make sure you got your travel lodge room booked.
Crap, I haven't.
Sure, I booked mine like at the weekend, and it was like really cheap.
All right,
like really cheap.
I've forgotten something.
No idea why, but
odd.
Yeah.
Also, if you have any goodies that you want to donate for the raffle, or process charity, and I don't mean any of the squash that Ken clears out of his cupboard that he can't be bothered to throw in a bin, decent stuff, then please let us know. And
that's a reminder as well. Our chosen charity this year is actually our friend Cal from Brush and Quill is raising money. So he's going to do the marathon, the next London Marathon. He's in for that, and he's raising money for a charity at home to do with kids with disabilities. So we're raising money towards that. So all of the money that we raise at Crackcon will go into a sponsorship pool for Cal when he's doing the marathon. So come and have a look at that. Remember as well, there's plenty of time at Crackcon, so you don't, if there's other games you want to put yourself on a reserve list, and then go and have a look at it, because I know there's a couple of games on there who don't necessarily have any players yet. So go over there and have a look, and even if you just want to put yourself down, that is the thing, is people walk around all the time, so even if there's no players on the list, then people do always turn up a little bit later. In the meantime, if you've got any questions about Crackcon, just pop them over to us, not Ken, me, Dom or Steve, and you'll get a response.
Craig, we'd love to hold one down under, but I don't think we can quite get down there.
No.
I'd love to do that. We could send. We could. Do they still send people down? Sort of on penal colonies. We could send Ken down there. Just asking. Just asking.
Asking for a friend. Oh dear. So yeah, no, that's cool. Good bit of news this week. A lot of news.
Did he get fleeced?
Eh?
Matt says he got fleeced at the travel lodge. I paid £43 for Friday and 58 for the Saturday.
Yeah, I did about the same. To be fair.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We'll be holding a baby shower again. Yes,
yeah.
apart from he won't be there because Laura's going to murder him after this stream.
Has Laura actually allowed you to go? You know, have you even discussed that?
When is it?
Yeah.
Crackcon, or the Crackcon is on the 21st of October.
Yep.
Good. It's not long at all.
No, I've still got a lot of scenery to paint as well.
and 4 Bushido models.
And 4 Bushido models, yes. They'll be done.
Oh, Shaker, look at this. This is definitely northernness coming out here. It is more this year than the last 3 times. It's inflation this year, guys. Come on. What? I booked when you announced. That's about £200.
All in. And after tasting the breakfast, frankly, I think they should be paying me.
Shit. Maybe because the website was so busy and everyone was trying to book those nights, it bumped the price up automatically.
To be fair, they probably put their price up because someone keeps stealing the breakfast, so they've got to cover all their losses. So they just put up.
There is no stealing involved. I was just.
Did you pay?
No one asked me to pay. It doesn't say anywhere that I'm required to pay.
Ken, I think what you'll find, what you've done there is called semantics, and it's completely wrong. There's going to be a phrase.
I just saw some food and I just ate it because I thought it was all right. There was no one saying that I must pay for it. There was no prices anywhere. I didn't see any.
There's going to be a framed photograph of you behind the bar. Do not watch this man like a hawk.
Carl, it's at the top. You have to just scroll back through the last few pinned posts. If you go to where the pinned posts are and just scroll across, it's still there.
I could not see anywhere it said I was required to pay.
Apart from the price list and the till and the woman standing behind it and the fact that we were all
and they asked you when you booked in, are you having breakfast? Well, apart from that, none of that at all.
I'm hoping for more free gherkins again this year. That was awesome.
Let's put it this way. I ain't eating that bloody brekkie. Yes. Will Ken be able to get there after the news? Yeah. I'll still be coming if I'm alive. £200. I can't go over that, Matt. Jesus. So see if you get a refund and rebook it. You did the refund thing.
Also, isn't James organising a semi-official?
Oh yes,
the unofficial road trip. Yes.
The night before.
Yeah,
the day
the
before,
afternoon. The afternoon before. The night we'll all be getting hammered, Ken.
I'm actually quite.
So again, if you're going, check that out because I think they're going to Warlord and also to Battlefront.
Battlefront as well. Yeah.
And I believe there might be a cheeky stop in North Star as well. I believe as well.
Oh really?
Awesome. So so if you're turning up, yes, go and have a look at that.
Try and get there early to be able to do.
I might just give someone a shopping list and go and have a little tip. It does it.
No, do you know what kit bashing happiness is? Is when two separate arms from a completely wrong kit work. Oh, I'm such a happy man right now.
Shit.
So when you're walking around the supermarket, do you just walk out with your trolley because no one asked you to pay?
No, because you got to go past the till there. That's fine.
You had to go past the till there. You walked past the till to go to get the breakfast and had to walk back past the till to leave.
Nah, I didn't see no till. It's all right. It's fine.
You didn't dare do that on your stag do, did you? Because they were quite scary. in the weather.
I can't even remember my stag do, so let's put it that way. I can't even remember. But I can't remember a lot. I remember going to the Yay Old Road to Jerusalem, and that was glass. Not gonna lie, that was good. That was some good beer there. But after that, nope. I remember maybe putting my head. I remember you lot doing something to me in the bloody Weatherspoons. I know you did something to me at like stupid o'clock in the morning. Mine was like, drink this, and I drunk it, and I don't know what the fuck it was.
It was just Jaeger. That's all it was. It was Jaeger.
Yeah, I hate Jaeger. I hate aniseed. Why did I drink
Why'd
it?
you drink it? Because
I don't know.
you're stag
You
do
said
and
just
you're
drink this.
stupid.
You go drink this. It'll make you feel better. So
It
Made me
did.
feel better.
Mate,
That was
that's
great.
awful.
Though. We had our brilliant game of conflict. That was ace.
Yes.
That was a great game. It was great.
Dice game that shall not be named as well. Oh my god, that was destructive. So I was about to go and move on to the pictures, but they're not here. Where are they gone?
You haven't uploaded them.
I was doing it. I was doing them earlier.
But did you actually upload them or did you just save them? Anyway, you still got there's still plenty of comments that have come in on the that are just waiting here for you to have a look at.
Yeah, I shall go through said comments. Oh my Christ, yeah, there are loads, isn't there? Let's have a little look. So what have we got? £75. So I'm trying to go to the starred ones. Let's have a little look. Gaslands, Baby Boy Steve. Oh, that's class, yes. Matt. If it's a baby boy, then Steve has to watch Shuri. If it's a baby girl, then Steve has to watch Shuri.
Matt's on fire. Matt's on fire tonight. Have you just seen his other comment? Have you just seen his other comment? One day Ken might go bald, and then he'll have toupee.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness!
Just don't go bald though.
Can I just say I won't be watching Fury ever again.
I think Steve should watch Shuri. I think that would just make everyone happy. And live stream it.
I've watched it twice in the last 10 years. That's more than enough. I'd get less for murder.
That's for Matt.
Yes, this is true. Tim, what? Joining the Shakos at Tim. What's Tim Hortons?
It's brewery.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. 245 brekkie. Ooh.
I love it that Yorkshire's popped in. Some of you know what I do for a living. Ken, you're guilty as.
Yep.
I'm confused. What am I guilty as for what? Go on. I don't get
theft,
it.
Ken. Theft.
Oh,
just
right.
Theft. Still fine. Just theft.
Oops.
Yeah, remember, there's quite a lot of coppers that watch this. Just saying that.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice people.
Oh, that would be amazing if one of them so
get him arrested. Oh,
I'd rather not lose my job. Would be much appreciated.
Falling down holes. That's going to be taking years.
Yes, especially when I've got a baby due. So yes, that would be appreciated. What's it? There's a fancy graphic for everything in Warlord Battlefront and maybe North Star. What? A fancy graphic? Oh, he's done it on Facebook. Yes. Do you want people? I gather it'd be a good idea for people to put a comment under there if they're interested in going. Because if he's got like 20 people decide to go, yeah, hey, be nice to maybe let the guys know that you come in. Maybe they'll give you some free stuff as well.
I think he's way ahead of you and already kind of organised all that.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very true.
And if anyone goes there, they'll be doing the strange thing where they pay for things.
Yeah,
he did that when we went as well. Me and Dom just went to the bar.
Yeah.
And then, because he took Miller with him and Liam, and then me and Dom went to the bar. We just ordered pints, and about 5 minutes later, Miller came back. He was just like, no, this is crap.
Dear, good evening. So I was like preparing for the hurricane. Oh, are you all right? Hurricane? Yeah, I definitely hope you're okay. I think Steve's just had a hurricane drop on him.
Do you know what? Since Saturday, I must have dropped about 3.5 million bits of plastic on the floor. And that's no exaggeration. Every time I pick up, I just drop.
Nick's put 2 Zulu movies are movies I can watch over and over again without getting bored. Yeah, which one's better then?
Zulu's better.
Zulu's better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No contest.
Wow, you were straight in on that one. Stay safe then. Yeah, definitely. I'd embarrass to bring someone. I would be embarrassed. The travel lodge Freddie.
No shortage of witnesses, though.
Fuck off, mine. Interesting watching what we got here. Tabletop CP. Best pun. I'm trying to just. Sorry, I'm just having a look through the features stuff. I always get confused with Yorkshire Dragoon. Not Yorkshire Dragoon. Yeah, Yorkshire Dragoon and is it Yorkshire Gaming? They are two.
If they're not the same.
No,
Yes.
they're not the same name, but they are two. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I always get confused of who's who. I know it sounds stupid. Yeah, I know. I can't help it. I'm stupid. I get it. That's fine. Let's have a look back in some of these comments.
Have a look through the starred comments.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I swear I've seen all these. I swear we've done all these, and mine's not updating. Oh, Carl's got a good one here, actually, from earlier on, and actually the main topic. So he's talking about the spaceship game PSC. What's it called? Drop Zone Commander in it, or Drop Fleet Commander, Dropship. That's it. So £10 bag for your plastic warships. Free rules. You got
PSC's Plastic Soldier Company.
Plastic Soldier Company. Sorry, I'm thinking PSC is the Drop Zone Commander thing. But yeah, that's fine. Free. Fuck, I'm having a mare tonight. Oh God! I told you it's been a really bad weekend. It's been a bad weekend. When you want to go back to work, it's been a bad weekend.
I used to play a lot of Full Thrust game years ago. It was quite a good system.
I've seen quite a few games of it. I never played it, but I saw people have a go at it.
Yeah.
That. Speaking of rules, that Conquest game then was that free? That's not free, is it? That rule set.
The one we played. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can get the rules free for that.
Is that
as well.
both sets? Is that the skirmish and the big battle set?
Yeah, I think you can download the both, and also the thing though that makes that. So the stat cards, you get them, but they update quite a lot. There's a QR code in each of the stat cards. You scan it, and the most recent iteration of the card appears on your phone. Or you use the base stats that are on the card when it's supplied.
The original game,
yeah.
Oh, I've got you. Well, that's quite. To be fair, that's quite. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. So you get the updated stats. That's okay. Then you haven't got to keep buying cards. That's all right. I don't mind that. Any game is free if you just don't pay. Yes. Interesting stream. Let's watch Ken stare at the screen.
Oh, speaking of games that I should have included this in the news. I think they're reprinting and re-releasing Another Glorious Day in the Core, the Aliens game. They're doing a whole new run of it.
Oh, okay. Another edition or just a reprint?
No, I think it's a reprint or something. It was in a newsletter I got from Goblin Gaming. I know Miller he plays it and it kicks his ass apparently every time. Apparently it's a really, really difficult game. But look, it looks really good. I know Andy painted up some of the he bought it as well, and he painted the core rule setup, and the figures look brilliant. They really do, and you get a bunch of xenomorphs in it as well. So that might be something that I might get into because it looks really good. I just never. That's when we were at the Crackcon 1 or 2. I had to remove myself from the corner where it was because we're going to spend a vast amount of money in there because it did look really good. And it's Aliens. You can't go wrong with Aliens, can you?
No, you definitely can't. I'm just having a little scale back now for the numbers.
It's 5-5 between me and Dom. I just counted.
Oh, is it 5-5? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too bad. You got
none.
Have got some too. Yeah, yes, I have. I can see some here.
Number 2. There's like one number 2.
Yeah, it's all right. Number 2 is fine. I still.
No one interested in Space Weirdo, then?
No, there is.
All right.
There is.
I think it was Dom. Dom's secret.
Yeah, it was. Put me down for that one. Give me some of that weirdo.
Chain of Command.
Yeah.
Battletech. Ooh. That's a really good one, actually. Just seen this. Split the Battletech Alpha Strike box with a buddy. Get enough cash less for paints and stuff. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Well, I didn't even think about that, actually. Yeah, you could just do a split, couldn't you? And then the model count, and then you get the extra left over for the actual. Well, you could. Well, thinking about that opens up a whole new game, actually. Really, because you could get like the starter set for Black Powder, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, all those sort of things are very possible.
Yeah,
aren't they? You can split it with a mate. That's great.
Well, that would be a lot less than £75. Plus, you get your paints.
I presume the same thing would work with bolt action starter sets, would they?
Yeah, they do. Oh, they do their expensive starters though, don't they? Which one are you thinking about? Like, not a joint one, but a single army, or
isn't the American and German one? Isn't that one reasonable price?
Oh, Band of Brothers. Yeah, I believe
Band
so.
of Brothers.
Oh yes, yeah, that's like £60. Yeah,
it's
not a bad show. Actually.
So if you split that between two of you, £30 each, and Bosch, then you've got plenty of money for beer and paint. Well, you just go to a craft shop for the paints, clearly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna paint one in craft paint. I am gonna do it now. I've got to bloody do it. So it's gonna have to be done. And if it turns out all right, I'm just gonna go. Told you so. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, no, I've got a funny feeling it won't turn out amazing. But I think a bit of patience in order. I think it might work. And you can buy a 3D printer for less than £75. I will just say that it is possible.
That's a good one from.
Yeah,
that's a glory starter set, £60, leaving £15 for paint. Yeah, that is a fair price. Yeah, we all went with 28, which I thought was quite interesting. I thought one of us might have gone lower. I did think about it. I did think about going a smaller scale. I think it's easier. Would you say it's easier to do?
No, you just said that it was getting someone into it their first thing. And I think it's easier if their first thing would be 28 before they go and do that. I think if someone's going to buy some miniatures, I would say the vast majority, not everybody, would want to do it at 28 as a start.
Or
15.
Or 15, yeah. Yeah, 15 or 28. I would say 15 or 28. I think I'd, like you say, more towards the 28 side of things. But I think 15 is a nice place to start, especially for the value you get in those Battlefront sets is unreal, isn't it? Let's be honest. The one they did for it's got the V2 rocket in it. The one that
Hit the Beach. Yeah, they are. There it is. Hit the Beach to Brook. I got two of the German Soviet ones as well.
They're fantastic. Yeah. They're fantastic value, really.
Do you think
can't go wrong with that?
Painting 15mm for a beginner is easier than doing 28mm?
Do you know what? It's a really good question, Dom, because you haven't got to be. Well, you don't have to, but you have to be so detailed, do you? I guess.
No.
But you can if you want to, and then they look like they're absolutely miniature works of art. But I look like Donald Trump doing that. That's horrendous. I don't know what is going on with me tonight. No, it's a really good question actually, and if I could restart now, would I start with something like 15mm in my World War II stuff? Maybe, because I think it would take less room. But then at the same time, having other stuff that's in 28, being able to swap my terrain over quite easily and have standardized hedges, standardized brickwork, and all that sort of stuff, walls, really helps with all that stuff. I don't know. What do you reckon, Martin?
No,
just no.
Just no. No, I do 28, and I like 28, and I don't know. If I was starting, I mean, what attracted me to miniature painting was the painting and the gaming. It's like a 50-50 thing with me. And I don't know if I had the choice again, would I do it at 15?
Yeah,
no, I do. No, it's quite hard because the projects I do at scale because I thought about them and I want to do them that way. If I was starting again, I was starting wargaming again, I'd probably advise myself, don't do it. It's going to cost you a lot of money. You'll get a different hobby. But then I would, but you're gonna meet some right weirdos and do a stream with them.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I love my hobby and I love it. I wouldn't really. I don't know. I think again, we talked about this before, but it's really subjective, isn't it? I love the look of 28mm minis. I just do.
Yeah.
But I have got some small scale stuff, and
Yeah, you got those Flames of War.
I just think that certain projects suit small scales better. I'm not, for me personally, that's the way. Other people are happy to do things that I do at smaller scale, like there's some great Crusade stuff, there's some awesome Wars of the Racer stuff where people do it at small scale. When I pick a project, I will look at scales, and I pick the scale that I think I'm going to enjoy the most. When I'm painting them.
You're very good. I'm not just saying it, but you are good at painting 28. I know it sounds really strange, but you're very good at getting your base coats down. It doesn't matter what it is. You always get a nice, neat base coat. I noticed that with your painting. So whether you're doing Zulus, whether you're doing Wars of the Roses, Napoleonics, you always tend to get a really good base coat down with all these, and you do it quite quick. I've noticed that as well. You can always get a quick base coat, so it helps.
Yeah. It does. Well, the base coat, I suppose it's a bit sort of not obvious, but it's the base coat, isn't it? It's the foundation of what you're going to work off of for the rest of the model. So, and there are, I paint things, and I put I put something down a bit naff, and I don't, I don't like it, so I'll go back, I'll get rid of it, and I'll put it down again because I don't want to work off something that hasn't particularly. and that.
Oh dear, yellow card, Robin. Yellow card. You are using shit paint. What, you use anything, mine? Yeah, I thought you used anything.
Yeah, absolutely anything. I absolutely. I just use my kids' paints.
Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? Because I started out painting. Well, it started out gaming with 15mm because it was cheaper. And it was easier to store, and it was easier to paint up quickly. But I always wanted to do 28mm. So as soon as I could afford it and moved over to 28mm, it's much easier. But I personally think 28mm is easier to paint even though it takes more effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because you got a bigger space of area that you can be. I tell you now, Dom, if you got these, I reckon if you got these 3D printed ones. Not just saying it because
Here we go again.
With these, I got them compared to the Perrys, yeah, and I don't know what it is, but these seem a little bit more heroic scale, a bit more like a Warlord game you'd imagine if they were, with their French side of things. But the actual raised edges, so like the belts and the lines on the seams of the clothing. They're a lot more pronounced, so they're a lot easier to catch, and you don't make the mistake of getting it on the other bits of the uniform. Does that make sense? Like the cuffs and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you're not having to be super slow. Yeah, you're not having.
You bought them down the club, didn't you? I saw them in flesh. They actually, as you say, they're quite well defined. That's all the definition around the epaulets and what have you is really, really pronounced, and I imagine they paint up really nicely.
They do, and the thing that I think helps the most is there's no mold lines. I think that really helps. So you're not getting confused if you've just missed a little bit of mold line, or is that actually part of the uniform? So yeah, I'm not going to lie, they really are. They're probably my best Napoleonics I've ever painted. To be fair, and they didn't take that long. They probably only took me an extra 10 minutes. Compared to a normal base of 6, because they're in that's not is that campaign dress? What is it? That's campaign dress, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're talking. So. Yeah, it's campaign dress. They're not in great coats.
Remember what they look like? No.
Yeah, they're not in great coats basically. So they take probably about 10 minutes more, and I was really surprised, especially with those front tunics. Normally, to paint a tunic for me is a right pain in the ass on a Perry. But with these, because the edges are so defined, it was a lot easier.
Nick has just asked what Napoleonic kits we like the best, Perry's, Victrix, or Warlord. This is clearly a Steve question.
Yeah.
100%. He doesn't care, he just shoves a bloody...
Which do you prefer to chop up?
They all work. I've used Perry's, Victrix, and Warlord. They all work. They're fine. Covered in mud and crap and tufts, and stick different heads on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an equal opportunities abuser when it comes to Napoleonic figures.
I don't know. See, I really like them all because I think they've all got their advantages and disadvantages. Warlord are really easy to put together and quick to paint up, but really lack variety. But obviously, there's that new set out, but you're not going to have loads of battalions of just that, are you? You're just going to use it like the once. The Victrix are an absolute bastard to put together.
The old guard stuff's all right.
The old guard stuff's
the newer ones are better, that's for sure.
But if you're talking like the British, but even the older French stuff, the old guard are probably just like the only ones that are halfway decent. To be
fair though, they've got horrendous mold lines though.
Yeah, but they're really, really cool when they're put together, and especially like the British with the firing line. There's lots of variation on the poses, which I really like. And then Perry kind of hit the spot in the middle, really. So you'd probably say, and surprise, surprise, that Perry give you some variety, but also enough detail to do a decent paint job. I don't know. If I was going to pick one out of the three, I would. I don't know. I'd probably, because of the way I do things now. If time wasn't an issue, I'd probably say. I would probably say Perry smells. I would probably say, yeah, Perry's. Just Perry's. Realistically, yeah. Perry's. Yeah, I do like Victrix. I like the way that the units look at afterwards. I really like my my battalions with sort of like firing lines and reloading and stuff.
All right, let me reword it then. So, say you could have the miniatures pre-made for you with no mold lines. What would you pick?
Perry.
You still go Perry, even over the Victrix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The Perry, like the Perry sculpts and the details on them are just
yeah, they are nice.
They're just very, very nice. And they've got like, get me wrong, like there's nothing wrong with them. But if you're just going to ask me which one do I prefer, I think you can do more probably with the Perrys.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I quite like the idea of the Warlords because the great coats paint up really quick. They're 2-piece, aren't they? They're like you've got the 3-piece, body, head, and the backpack. Quick, easy to bash together. You're looking at speed stuff. You know, you can do French, Italians, basically any French side of thing that's in great coat. You can do that, whatever you want. Yes, they look a bit boring if you've just got a load of great coats. Don't get me wrong. Perry's again, you can get great coats and you can get campaign dress. Really nice again. And then Victrix, like you say, you've got the older French stuff that you put together as multi-part. It's a real. I don't know. Obviously, for me, the old guard for Victrix is probably my favorite kit. Even though I've got to do a bit of cleanup work for it, I really like it. I like the great coats for him. The middle guard kit I done, they're in campaign dress. I really like them. So it's really hard. If I was to choose any, if I did a whole guard army, I would definitely go for Victrix. But like you might, Perry seemed to hit the spot just in the middle there. They seem to just do it, don't they? They've got the great coats, they've got the battle dress, haven't they? You can go between them both, especially in plastics. What about you, Dom?
I think I would primarily go Perry with a good side order of Warlords.
Okay, yeah. What for
exactly like Martin's? Yeah, because I think just for like Martin says, just the ease of assembly of the Warlord stuff is something quick, when you're building mass battalions.
So much
is
easier,
really good. But I do think, I'd like you say, I think some of those Victrix, particularly the Neil ones, and their cavalry are amazingly good. But they are fiddly so-and-sos to put together. I'm working on some Bavarians right now, so I know. And they're not too bad, actually, the Bavarians. They go together really well. But it's just, make sure you got the right arms connected to whatever. I think it's,
those Lancers were a very pain in the ass.
Those Lancers are fiddly, really fiddly.
Yeah, they were. But they look so nice once they're done.
They look brilliant, exactly. Once they're done, they're amazing. And I think, like Martin says,
really
the Victrix, once they're assembled, are brilliant. If if James is doing his assembly service that he's going to do with all my Rubicons, I'm going to pass over some Victrix, and he can do them for me as well.
Hi, have you seen what's been posted in the PCP group? I'm gonna hang on. Don't. I'm gonna go find this. Don't click on it. I'm gonna put it up, and this can be our parting shot. I think this is that's made my day. 1 second. Oh dear. Who are we with next week? It's you, isn't it, Dom?
I think it's me. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
What are we doing?
We are talking about projects, what we have started and stopped, and failed with, and why, or even projects that we are too scared to even start on.
That's a good topic.
You've expanded that just for me, haven't you?
I did, because you said you've got no project. You're not going to talk about the drunken
Carthaginians again.
Carthaginians again.
Again.
And,
no,
and the
I was
snow, bringing up the snow. Yes.
Yeah, so we're not going to talk about that. So for Martin,
but
we've extended it to ones that you would love to do, but aren't brave enough to do. So love to hear what people think. Projects you've started and just sort of ditched because you just, and why you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ones that you would love to do, but you just aren't brave enough to do.
And Matt's just posted, here is a picture of Ken with his craft paints. Those of you who remember.
Oh, brilliant. Matt is on fire.
Oh, he's getting it. He's getting a superstar award for that. Even I'm giving him that. I like that.
Made.
That's
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, geez, Louise. Okay, right. So that was a very interesting episode. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and check everyone's channels out. And next week, like you say, we'll be on Dom's channel.
Have you added our links into the description? I was thinking.
No, I will be in a minute. Oh, what was that? Oh, hello. What is that? Oh, it's my paint thing. Okay, so yeah, next week we're over on Dom's channel. We're in overtime, but we'll see you later. Take care. And we love you lots. And
everybody.
Yeah.
Be careful out there.
If he survives,
bye-bye.
Ken will be back.
Oh, I'm gonna be freaking brown bread. I'll tell you that much.
I can't wait.